Good evening, guys. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. When the Yes Bank incident happened in March 2020, Treasury Consulting came in public domain and explained the whole incident of the Yes Bank, you know, step by step. We shot around 6 videos covering Yes Bank. And we have gave a projection also about Yes Bank, and there are many C category people, those who still not understand our perspective of Yes Bank. Well, before I start about the deliberations on Yes Bank, I would like to tell you very clearly that if anyone is following our deliberation, then all gains as well as losses would be his and her. No entity of Treasury Consulting would be responsible for any gains as well as the losses. The reason is trading and investing is a highly immaculate job which requires high patience, research, timing, and consistently following up the events. And 99.99% of the people in this globe who claims themselves to be a trader, they do not have patience. What they actually think is if they buy a share today, then in 1 month it should be 500 rupees. That's it. Straight, simple. So all gains and losses would be yours. And this is my personal opinion. I have made a list of 7 points on Yes Bank. And I'm very happy that out of 7 points, the 5 points are already clicked. Only 2 points are pending. And I'm hopeful that the way things are shaping up for the Yes Bank, especially after SBI taken over around 48% stake in Yes Bank, things are going in the rightest way. But of course, being a fraud-ridden bank, SBI also needs some time to correct all the things that we clearly understand. Rome was not made in a day, so we do not expect SBI to completely revamp Yes Bank in few months, and especially at a time when COVID-19 is with us. And COVID-19 would continue to be with us for another few years. Different people have different perception, but I think that COVID-19 would continue to be us and it is not going anywhere. This is making Yes Bank a very, very interesting case. Before I start the deliberation on the point which I wanted to speak, very recently Yes Bank came with FPO, follow on public offer. I was very surprised that on the last day of the FPO, the retail category participation was very less compared to the QIB, qualified institutional buyers. And qualified institutional buyers almost oversubscribed. And I'm sure that they must subscribe some portion of the retail also, because as we very well understand, there are various ways through which QIB can enter into retail category. That is quite apparent. But anyways, that is not a concern right now. The concern is in this QIB category, many Indian banks participated and few insurance companies also participated, which, by the way, to me is a clear evidence of circular referencing. Well, I call this as financial market circular referencing. Very soon we will have a dedicated video in that regards when I will share my thoughts about financial market circular referencing. But financial market circular referencing is just like a leveraged trade, whereby by the time the things are going good, everything is good. The day things started falling, things are out of control. So example, I am having 5:1 line with my broker, any broker within India, outside India. And I wanted to buy 100 shares of Goldman Sachs, assuming I'm expecting Goldman will go to 500, assuming, and I bought at 200. If Goldman will really go to 500, then I will get 500% gains because I contributed $1 while the broker gave me $5 from his pocket. So net gain is 5. While what would if Goldman is at 200, it will fall to 100. It means I will lose 500 times because I need to pay back the broker money. That is why it is always said that leverage trading is a two-way sword. So it is very difficult. Similarly, financial market circular referencing is a two-way sword. It's two-way sword. And I'm damn sure that if you open Google and check financial market circular referencing, then I really doubt that anyone will explain this. Soon we'll have a definite video in that regards. Point number 5, clicked on 22nd August as per my forecast that somebody came directly or indirectly into the game. But once again, the patience is definitely required. Example, Yes Bank has agreed to sell its stake in Yes Bank AMC. AMC stands for Asset Management Company, and Yes Trustee to GPL Finance and Investment, which is owned by Prashant Khemka-backed White Oak Investment Management. Khemka was formerly the Chief Investment Officer and Lead Portfolio Manager for Goldman Sachs India Equity Fund at Goldman Sachs Asset Management. White Oak is a Mumbai-based boutique investment and advisory company. Not many people are aware that I raised a concern on the Yes Bank when Yes Bank got the license about AMC. I raised the concern that Yes Bank has not been able to handle the AMC business, and the same thing had happened. In March, the scandal came in public domain, and by August, Yes Bank sold AMC. As per the information given in the public domain, the Yes Bank AMC is having around 57 crore worth of average asset in the June quarter. 57 crore is a very, very small amount as far as the AMC is concerned, especially when we talk about HDFC, ICICI, SBI, they are in lakhs of crores. So 57 crore is nothing. It is paltry in terms of AMC. But having said that, if Mr. Prashant Khemka, who is an ex-portfolio manager for Goldman and a competent personality, now the thing is that Yes Bank AMC business has been sold. It means that Yes Bank wanted to concentrate mainly on the core operations. We really do not know how this shape up. We really do not know whether Mr. Khemka, who bought the AMC, whether this would turn out to be a highly successful venture or not successful venture. Only the time will tell, but best wishes from our side. But one thing I understand very clearly that Yes Bank agreed to sell its stake in AMC. As of now, AMC only have 3 debt fund schemes with a total average corpus of around 57 crores. And more importantly, the lender, basically the Yes Bank, wanted to concentrate more on the core operation. And I treat this news as a conducive news for Yes Bank, because it is good that Yes Bank as a whole wanted to focus on its competence, which is banking, rather than the AMC. That is also a fact. More importantly, I would like to elaborate the last, basically the paragraph. Earlier this year, Yes Bank was taken over by a group of lenders led by SBI. In March, the bank raised 10,000 crores from 9 marquee financial institutions in March. Last month, it has raised 15,000 crores FPO. Meanwhile, the mutual fund industry has going through a challenging phase, with equity schemes seeing the first instance of negative flow. In July, schemes saw the negative flows of 2,480 crores. Now the question is how this translate into, or how this translate to the share price of Yes Bank. There are following permutations and combinations for Yes Bank. Number one, this would definitely let Yes Bank to focus on the core competence, which is good. Whether Mr. Khemka would be listing Yes Bank AMC or not, very, very difficult, because he would be the final one who would be taking the call. But nowadays, the trend is like that the AMC is generally getting listed, just like we are having Nippon India, we are having HDFC AMC, and now the UTI AMC is on the verge of listing, amounting 3,000 to 3,500 crore by September. So whether the listing would happen or not, that as of now very difficult to tell, but if happen, that would be good. More importantly, if the listing would happen for a while, I assume, then this would have X connotation for Yes Bank compared to if listing not happens. But as of now, speculating listing happen or not, it is pretty difficult job, because only the time will tell. More importantly, as a company, as an organization, we are planning to hold Yes Bank till 2026. We made, a kind of line for us that this much amount of shares we would be acquiring of Yes Bank. I think we got that shares. We are very closer to our target, very closer to our target. And I think after this news, we would continue to buy Yes Bank. But once again, if after watching our video, anyone take a buy side position, then all gains and loss would be his or her responsibility. Treasury Consulting is very conducive on Yes Bank. We believe that by the time SBI is on the board, and God knows at any given point of time, anyone can come, because just take an example, in this whole world, anything can happen. Just like Reliance all of a sudden came in public news that they bought Netmats by paying a huge amount. No one ever expected that Reliance will all of a sudden would be very aggressive as far as the e-pharma is concerned. But all of a sudden news came, they bought Netmats, and that just added fuel to the fire. So we are living in a world when at any given point of time, any news can possible. And I cannot let that news in public domain, but being an ex-treasurer, my research suggests that there are few combinations in the line. But which combinations will shape up and which combinations will not shape up, only the time will tell, but definitely combinations are in the line. Reliance buying of Netmeds reminds one thing very clearly, is that in the corporate world, whether it is India, US, Europe, or any corporate world, any eventuality can happen at any given point of time. And banking is definitely not an exception in that regards. This is my opinion about Yes Bank, and I think wait and watch game is definitely on now, and we should continue on our research on Yes Bank. A lot of information is flowing in the public domain. Research, timing, and patience are very important as far as the Yes Bank is concerned. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. Before winding up this video, I would like to give you a pretty pleasant news, but this news is not pleasant for Hindi media. The news is that till now, Treasury Consulting shot around 4,400 videos on YouTube, and we are having 2 channels on the YouTube. Effective Tuesday, which is one day from now, we are starting our animated videos via Microsoft Surface technology. We would like to thank you, Microsoft, for giving us a wonderful technology in the form of their tablet. And we would be starting shooting animated videos covering the financial markets. And these videos will not be complimentary. Most of the video will not be complimentary. They would be part of our paid programs. But one thing I would like to assure everybody, to all our viewers, subscribers, and paid members, is that the time has come when Treasury Consulting to enter into animated videos. Treasury consulting competence is well known across the globe. Well known. And the kind of content we are covering, and that too using animated videos, you know. This side, Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting, you know our WhatsApp 9818485155. If you need a link of our hedge fund, paid program, Android app, anything, please WhatsApp. Have a great time, sir.